So I've been sim racing for 3 years now, and I've always driven with a belt driven wheel, and I thought it was now time to get a direct drive setup and see if it really makes a difference in your lap times and if it makes you a quicker driver. So let's go find out.
I got the Sim Alpha Magic Mini, I got the GT Neo wheel, and I think after tax it came out to £907, but yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. We're waiting to find out. I've had a quick little sneak peek at it. The build quality is genuinely crazy. Like, it looks so good. I'm excited to try it out. Anyway, let's get driving. Jesus.
So for context, this is my old T300 RS that I'm getting rid of. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into the unboxing. Wow, it's quite big actually. This looks good. So obviously around the back you've got your wireless connector thingy, which is covered thankfully. And you've got your NRG style quick release. Paddles do sound quite nice. That's your clutch obviously. Okay. So at this point I just waffled to myself a little bit, but I basically say that I'm surprised about the weight of the motor more than anything, because it is actually quite heavy. But there's no flex or any play in the shaft, which is really nice. It did come with like 2 different sets of hardware for, I'm assuming it's different lengths of base plate. But yeah, that's a nice touch from them. And yeah, this is what the base looks like when it's attached. Okay, so that's the software that you get. It's got a bunch of updates and stuff that you could do to your firmware. So I'm assuming that's just, you know, updating the brains on that thing. It's pretty speedy though. Got iRacing ready here. So at this point I was ready to test the wheel out, but one thing I forgot to mention is that you do get a sticker pack which lets you customize the buttons to your liking, which is quite nice. But now it's time to see what all the hype is about. What a difference it is. The direct drive motor lets you feel the car so much more than the belt driven wheel. You can feel the car slipping away from you the second it breaks traction, which makes saving the car that much easier. Really helps with your consistency, lets you really drive on the edge. But I think it's now time to compare lap times on Mugello in a car that I drive a bit more often. Okay, so we're here in the Porsche Cayman GT4 at Mugello. For context, my previous wheel only had 3 to 4 Nm of force, whereas this wheel has a whole 10. It's more than double the performance. The SimPro Manager software also lets you really dial in the wheel settings to your liking, which is something I really like, and it's something you don't get on the lower end wheels. Another thing to note is that the wheel's completely silent. There's no noise that comes from it. I would show you a video, but you'd think I'd put it on silent or something. There's no noise. Simple as that, even in the high load areas. So this track was last raced by me in the Falcon Tire Sports Car Challenge. I managed at 157.8 or something like that. It was an awful lap time. The main reason for that bad lap time was because my wheel was peaking. I didn't have any feel in the high speed corners, which is all gone now because obviously you have a higher torque range now. I bought my wheel from raceanywhere.com, which is a UK distributor. Got absolutely no complaints. It came really quickly, and it gets shipped with FedEx as well, which is actually a decent courier, unlike some other ones. I'm not going to name names, but you know, everything came just fine, put it that way. And I think if you made it this far, you should really consider liking and subscribing. Just saying, that would help out a lot. I will also leave a link to my Twitch channel, which you can find in the description below. You can just jump in there sometimes. I'll be driving probably the GT4, because I suck at everything else. But yeah, feel free to jump in, come say hi. And as we round the final corner, early on the power, using the whole track, trying to get a good run. Now remember, the goal here is to get into the 156s. I've already smashed my previous time. And it's a 156.977. We've done it. So what do I think? Should you get the wheel? Should you keep your belt driven wheel? Now I'm gonna say if you have the money, because it is quite expensive, if you have the money, go for it, send it. You're gonna be much more consistent. You're not, as you can see here, you're not gonna avoid every crash. You're still gonna have your moments, but it just lets you push the car that much harder, and it really gives you a much better feel. Like, you just save snaps of oversteer so much easier, and yeah, something you just don't get with the lower end wheels. So again, it does make you faster, it does make you more consistent, and it's more fun to drive as well, and you look better. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a like, come subscribe, see me on Twitch, and I'll see you next time.